Guys, Kevin with Badland Industries. I don't typically do these kind of videos. Typically, I'm showing you guys what kind of parts we're building or what you can do to fix or fix up your Chevy Colorado. And today, Chevy just released the 2023 Chevy Colorado in the WT, Zr2, and Trailboss flavors. And I'm going to do a blind react. All I've seen is pictures. I've not seen the trailer. And I wanted to watch it with you guys real quick and then let you guys know what I think. 8.5 minutes, so I'm not going to watch the whole dang thing on this video. You guys have probably already seen 1,000 reviews on it already. But I'm going to play you some excerpts from the video and what I thought was most poignant. So, here we go. And I don't have sound. Rookie fail.
President of Chevrolet, and I am thrilled to share with you this next exciting chapter for the 2023 Chevrolet Colorado. The Chevy Colorado re-energized the midsize truck market when it returned in 2015.
And you guys didn't put out anything for the first gens.
The Colorado Zr2 launched as a segment all its own, delivering ultimate off-road capability in a midsize truck.
That's
With the Chevy
somewhere.
portfolio, Colorado serves as the introduction into the Chevy truck family. It welcomes customers into a strong and loyal fan base, providing the right size truck with amazing capability that's just right for their lifestyles.
I like the DRLs in the grill there.
We know our customers expect top-notch capability and incredible styling, superior technology, increased capability, and more choice. Now here to give us an up-close look
I'll be doing that to my rig,
that helped develop
for sure.
and
We're hot crawling
design
and just
the all-new 2023 Chevy Colorado.
As big as my truck will be, I'm putting a bird's eye view.
The Colorado will be available in 4 familiar trims: Work Truck, LT, Z71, and the legendary ZR2. And for 2023, we've added the Trailboss model to the lineup, giving customers 3 off-road truck options right from the showroom. What's more is all the models are built on a new chassis that gives the Colorado a 3.1-inch longer wheelbase, along with a shortened front overhang. This not only contributes to a more aggressive stance, but offers a significantly improved approach angle.
It's got a very Nissan Frontier stance to it. Very similar stance to the Nissan Frontier. But the headlights are more like a Tacoma.
More confident stance. And for the first time, wheel bolt patterns are shared with the Chevrolet Silverado, giving customers a range of Chevrolet accessory wheel options. But one thing the trims have in common is a new athletic styling of the hood. As we move down the front of the truck, you'll notice an aluminum skid plate that's ready for any off-road adventure.
Aluminum skid plate like the ones that I just built.
The truck can sport larger off-road ready tires with ease.
Lightweight and strong.
The cargo bed is one of the most important features in a pickup. We redesigned the bed to offer more options for hauling and securing items. And the tailgate can be positioned midway between fully closed.
That was a cool feature in the first gens that the second gens kind of missed out on, that multi-level tailgate.
Another new feature is the available first-in-class tailgate storage compartment. When the tailgate is down, the locking lid opens to reveal a 45-inch wide and 4-inch deep compartment that can hold tools.
That's pretty cool. That's perfect for recovery gear. You just drop your tailgate and you can pull anybody out you need to.
Check out what's inside.
Push button start.
The standard 11-inch diagonal infotainment touchscreen is the centerpiece of the cabin, and is accompanied by a standard 8-inch diagonal, fully digital color instrument display.
Every model of the 2023 Colorado is outfitted with a powerful 2.7-liter turbo engine, but there are 3 distinct output variants. The base variant has a GM estimated 237 horsepower and 259 pound-feet of torque, and is standard on the Work Truck and LT. The mid-range has a GM estimated 310 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque, and is standard on the Z71 and Trailboss. And the high-output engine has a GM estimated 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque.
That's what I'm talking about.
The engine is paired with a second-generation 8-speed automatic transmission, providing an exceptional combination of highway refinement and low-speed mobility, particularly in off-road driving. But enough about the engine, let's talk tech. The new technology in the 2023 Colorado doesn't stop under the hood. Colorado's new standard 11-inch diagonal infotainment screen is designed to make the driving experience more enjoyable.
It's almost got like a camo look with that texture on the grill, on the dash
to fit your needs. We've added new available camera technology with up to 10 available camera views, including an all-new underbody camera available on the ZR2 and Z71. Hitch Guidance and available Hitch View, along with Chevy's trailering app, which is standard on Zr2 and available on all of the trims, also helps the drivers with all stages of trailering. The new Trailboss model gives customers off-road capability and the aggressive appearance, all at an affordable price. Trailboss comes with 32-inch all-terrain tires and 18-inch wheels. The 2023 Colorado Zr2 is a high-performance off-road truck that does everything well. The Zr2 suspension is lifted 3 inches over a Colorado work truck and has a ground clearance of 10.7 inches. It's equipped with several features to enhance its off-road performance.
The off-road platform, the Z71 in the first gens, was only like an inch taller than the ZD5 coil sprung. So at least they figured that out. 3 inches is a lot better than the 1 inch.
Including
segment-exclusive
Multimatic DSSV dampers, special cast iron control arms, front and rear electronic locking differentials,
nice front and rear,
modified front and rear bumpers for better approach and departure angles, and off-road obstacle clearance, an aluminum skid plate to protect the radiator and engine oil pan and transfer case shield. But there's more news for Zr2. We're very excited to announce the first ever special edition Zr2 Desert Boss. Inspired by the Colorado's off-road racing program, the Zr2 Desert Boss takes the max off-road performance model even further. The Desert Boss comes with 17-inch beadlock capable wheels, a unique off-road bumper front fascia, a roof-mounted light bar, and underbody cameras. The Zr2 Desert Boss will not go unnoticed. It comes with unique Desert Boss decals, sports bar with sail panel, and black badging.
That's nice.
Whether you're seeking an adventurous companion, an off-road beast, or a daily driver, this truck is ready to help you tackle whatever comes your way. We can't wait for you to experience the all-new 2023 Chevrolet Colorado.
So let's talk about the exterior first. I think the styling is great. It's very reminiscent of the Silverados that are out there right now, and this next gen seems to be in line with GM's kind of style. The last generation, the 21, 22 Colorados. The stance on it looks an awful lot like a Nissan Frontier, but kind of the headlights are real reminiscent, at least for me, of like the newer Tacomas. So I don't know, when the Rangers, Tacomas, the Frontiers, and Colorados came out the last couple years, they all look pretty similar anyway, so it's not much to say that they all look the same. I do like the fact that the ZR2 keeps that high cut bumper. I kind of wish they went a little bit more higher with the bumper cut like the ZR2s on the second gens. I cut my bumper my first gen back in 2012, 2013, something like that, 2014, and I'm pretty sure there's a picture somewhere of somebody's whiteboard at GM Design Studios with a picture of my truck with the bumper cut the way I did to make the front of the tires real high clearance. So as far as the exterior goes, I like it. Not a big fan of the sports bar, the sail panel, stuff like that. I just don't think that's really my thing. The lights above the cabin just really don't do it for me. I don't think they're really helpful off-road. I would rather see a low light bar, low bumper light, so that it'll cast some shadows on whatever's in front of you. I understand that it works better for maybe higher speed racing, kind of like Baja, stuff like that, so the lights on top of the cab might work better for that, but just not my jam. I like the Silverado rear taillight style. I like the tailgate and the kind of in tailgate storage. That's pretty nifty. Probably awesome for a little bit of recovery gear, straps or a kinetic rope or something like that. I think that'd be pretty ingenious spot to put that stuff. That way, the second you get somewhere and you need to recover somebody, you drop the tailgate, pull your gear out, hook it up on the rear bumper or the recovery points on the truck and whatever vehicle you're pulling out, and yank them out of there. Pretty simple. So as far as the interior goes, I've seen only a couple pictures of the full interior, but as far as the dash goes, I really like it. Definitely reminiscent of GM style. Going forward with like the full-size line, they've got that big infotainment center. This one doesn't seem to be quite as big as the others, but it's a mid-sized truck. Hopefully the interior is pretty roomy. I know my first gen wasn't terrible, but I feel like the second gens are a little bit cramped, so I'm hoping that the third gen now seem to be, or at least these 2023s, I don't know what you want to call that, but hopefully these trucks are a lot more roomy inside, especially in the back seat for other passengers. But obviously with you being in the driver's seat all the time, it'd be nice to have that nice and comfy and not feeling claustrophobic or cramped. The multi-angle tailgate is pretty cool. I think the second gens kind of missed out on that. It's unfortunate, but hey, let's see how this one does. The first gen I really liked having that multi-angle latch on the tailgate. It was really helpful. I like the dampening that these guys have. I offer a little kit for the first gens, so it's kind of cool to see how like the aftermarket kind of dictates the OE in subsequent versions. So that's kind of fun to see GM actually listening and seeing what people like and what they want out of a pickup truck. I like the stake bed pockets. I like the 2x4 and whatnot. Bracing inside the bed so you can do a little bit better load securement depending on what you're carrying. I like that. I like that GM integrated that. It doesn't seem like they've really changed that necessity up in the previous models. I'm a little disappointed to see the omission of the diesel engine. And I find it curious that the platform has the same size engine, just in different flavors. So I'd be really curious to see how they're going to make this 2.7 turbo have some different characteristics. Kind of curious how they're going to do that. But yeah, turbo is going to be good for acceleration and moving things. The 430 pounds of torque is pretty cool to have in the high trim. So I'd be really curious how GM makes this work out as far as the mechanics goes, and maybe there's some opportunity to bolt on some of the high output parts onto the base model trucks, and kind of like what the guys were doing back with the F-150s is kind of building their own Ford Raptor for a fraction of the prices what the dealer was asking. So I wonder if there's an opportunity to just buy a four-wheel drive base model and then just add the rest of the kind of Zr2 Trailboss trim pieces and bumpers and whatever else, and maybe save yourself a little money in the back end. The 360 camera is pretty cool. I've got plans to put that in my rig, and I think it's going to be really helpful, not just kind of in parking lots and just around town, but also running the trail. They seem to have put a camera under the truck. Now I'm a little bit concerned about where that is and how well that's protected, whether it'll be hit by a rock either driving over it or just flying towards it. So that's obviously a concern. Maybe there's some sort of a Lexan cover, a replaceable lens of sorts that they might have on there to help protect that. But maybe just getting our hands on one or seeing more pictures as information for this truck comes available. So the Hitch Guidance assist is kind of cool. Honestly, if you've got a camera, you shouldn't be missing the tow wall anyway. So the trailer hitch. If you can't back up a trailer, then I don't think you're supposed to be running a truck. It's you should be able to back up a truck into a trailer without hitting nothing or missing. So hopefully, if you can't and you buy this truck, you might not miss as much. So suspension, wheels, and tires. I think the high trims are going to be nice with that extra lift and that greater approach, breakover, and departure angle. I hope that GM listened to us, and especially the first gens. The 1 inch for the four-wheel drive off-road trim was just a joke. Thankfully, they didn't, and I have made a lot of money selling lift kits and building components for that. So thankfully they didn't, but at the same time, I'm glad they listened to us, and I'm hoping that there's a greater possibility of doing this. And, maybe if I pick one up, I'll be the first to rip that all out of there and do a solid axle. So that'd be kind of fun. So the Trailboss and Z71 look like they get a 32-inch tire and an 18. The Zr2 looks like it comes with a 17 and 33s. So I think that's a really solid starting spot for these trucks. I know there's guys running 35s and even 37s on the second gens. It's a lot of work to fit bigger tires. You guys, if you're watching much of the channel, you know that I've done a lot of work just to fit the 40s. So I actually got a phone call that the tires are finally in now. That's only been 8 months. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, GM seems to have listened to us. They seem to have listened to the first and second gen owners that we want a taller, off-road, more capable truck. I'll have to dig around and see what the transfer case situation is. If it's like another Borg Warner and it's just 2.72, see if there's opportunities to maybe upgrade that to a lower transfer case, kind of like they did in the H3 Adventures with the 4-to-1. That'd be kind of awesome to really low gear these for bigger tires. Really hoping these are going to be the off-road rigs that they kind of seem like they're trying to make them, and I really hope that they live up to their name, because I know the first gens took an awful lot of work to get them really off-road capable, and then the second gens didn't take quite as much work, which I'm grateful for. Chad Hall, he's local to me. I know him personally. They've done a lot of work in the R&D side of things, racing the Zr2 Colorado, so I know that a lot of his product development and R&D work has been noticed, and it looks like GM is really taking note of what they've learned in those programs, as well as what the members and owners have been talking about in the forums. And maybe let's continue the conversation down below in the comments. What do you guys think about the new 2023 Zr2? What do you think about the styling on the inside, the outside, the stance, how it looks, how it compares to the Frontier, Ranger, Tacoma, and whether or not you're looking to buy one. I know I'm gonna be working really hard to see what it's going to take to get me into one of these. I've never bought a brand new truck in my life. I think the closest I did was 7 or 8 years behind. So maybe it's time for me to snag a brand new truck and bring you guys some really cool parts. So comment below what you guys think, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it. This is, again, not the kind of video that I normally do, but I felt compelled because the new trucks just got unveiled, and I'm kind of eager to check it out some more and see what you guys think. Thanks for watching.